We're live, and I'm going to share the screen. All right, let's try to get this together to share the screen. Why is it not showing up? Oh, fuck it. Why is it? Okay, so we'll just do it this way. And then we'll do a sound check to make sure that we're still getting sound. And I'm going to share the entire screen. Just wait, hang on. Now you hear everything? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looks like we can do it, except I can't see the chat. So if anyone wants to say anything, tough shit. I am here. Oh, Donna's going to DJ. All right, so first up is the Virtuoso, and there we are. There's our little Virtuoso. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what they start you off with equipment-wise is all Marauder stuff, and customize. Yeah, we can't change anything. It just gives us runes of divinity, so that's just what we're going to deal with. We're just going to go with that. Trinkets are same: power, precision, vitality, ferocity. I'm not going to do any underwater stuff. I'm not going to do any gathering. Here we have the dagger and pistol setup, and there's a great sword as well. I'm pretty sure I can abuse that somehow. But we are going to go to a high level area down here. What I'm looking for is like high concentration of enemies, basically. So this is what we'll do. We'll go to the rally waypoint. Actually, no, let's not go to the rally waypoint. Let's go to... Let's go to the Penitent waypoint. Because that stuff's all level 80, and it's high volume. I guess I could probably go to Thunderhead Peaks, because it's definitely high volume. It's just a lot of the stuff ends up going up over 80, and I'm testing, and I really don't want to test under like super high stress situations. So since I'm casual now, and I generally only get on every once in a while, I don't feel like stressing myself out over this, since we are just testing what's here. Any day now. No. Wait for that. So, all right, let's take a look at how they kitted us up. Achievements on there. There we go. All right, so they just did all midline. They did dueling. Kind of makes sense. Domination. Vulnerability. This might actually be interesting for building up blades. So I'm going to pop that on. You increase strike damage foes with lower health percentage than you. Interrupt the flow. How much interruption do I really have? Not much. 2. Shatter skills deal more damage. Looks like that's...
I am able to function at the same capacity as any of your hyperthyroidal abominations.
whatever. That's good. Okay, so let's see. Pistol attacks cause bleeding. That's a good one. Shatter skill 2 inflicts blindness. Reflective successful evasion. Can't stack across the effect when you lose stick. That's never gonna happen. Okay, so better crits. No. That might be good for stacking, but I'm just gonna go with Bountiful Blades for that. Strike damage reduces flows within the range threshold. Aegeus or bleeding. I'm gonna go with more bleeding. Blocking dodge against gains boons. That seems like a better deal. Blocking and dodging attacks. That's a blade. And shoots one at your attacker. Increased damage to bleeding. That seems like a good plan. Alright, so that's what we're going to go with. Skills, let's see. Massive blade at a location, immobilize. Vulnerability. Storm of blades, decent damage. Knockback foes. That's pretty
Why
decent.
exactly do we require both information and intelligence officers?
Your information.
I've got a cat that's going to be a douche. And the heal skill. Alright, let's just do this.
Fury rising.
Got some chickens. Another villager.
Nothing up your bricks.
I mean, that was barely a decent check on it, but let's continue.
Fury rising.
Let's see what these things do. Oh, that's pretty neat. Let's see if we can effectively combo this. Well, these guys are definitely high power. Let's see if I can get a bunch of dudes at once. Oh, look, there's an event.
Fury rising. Oh, well, that sucks.
Well, I do like the fact that we can keep all of our stuff, all of the blades, as opposed to losing the illusions every time we. The heel is decent. Definitely does a number on multiple opponents. That's a fact, Jack. Oh, that Bladestone does a shit ton of damage.
Tim Rupa says he should log in and troll this video.
Go for it.
Go for it, Tim. You can do it.
I completely missed him. Can they keep him still for long enough? They did, yeah. Oh, wow. That hurt. Probably not getting back up from this one, just saying. Oh, I did. Yay. Oh my God, why is this thing? There we go. Yeah, I'll come back because this clown literally jumped back in without fucking healing at all.
You look like you could use a fight.
Eat a dick. I blocked you. Oh, that didn't last long. I mean, the damage is really good on them. Can you check YouTube, see if anyone said anything? Or if anyone's even watching? I doubt anyone's watching. Yeah. Nope, nothing said anything. I mean, damage is nice. So, yeah, hang on. Let's,
Seeking knowledge. What is knowledge? And not go beyond.
oh, Kumi's on. That's nice. I don't see Tim. There is another skill that they have, right? It's the sword. Oh, distortion and give me 5 blades. I mean, it does well. Solo roaming. I don't know what kind of environment camp is going to be bringing us, but that seems cool. Let me just check in with StreamYard. Oh, there we go. There's Tim. Hi, Tim. All right. I'm going to switch over to one of the other kids in the field. Let's see who else we got. Log out, character select, So I've got the Willbender and the Harbinger. Let's try the Willbender. He's right now still in Lion's Arch. Oh, really? Because at 2, I have a seminar with Gary Willis. So this is the Willbender. Let's change his clothes first before we do anything else. Because that's just lame. I hate the default outfit for for heavy armor. It's sad. There we go. He'll look very dapper and debonair. All right, so let's take a look at the equipment. What do we got for equipment? We've got Marauder again, Divinity again. Everything's all pretty much the same. Great sword and on the secondary thing, but we've got sword. Yep. The build. All right, let's see what we got. We got Radiance, we got Virtues, and we got Willbender. Okay, Radiance. That should be the fire one, which would be good. Precision's increased power while wielding one-handed weapon. Main hand sword skills. Game reduced for choice. That seems like it's oof. That's a choice right there. Because the Willbender actually does stack a lot of fire. There's a lot of burning that goes on with the Willbender. That could actually be really, really well stacked with which skill? Purging Flames. It's another one. Oh yeah. Signet of Judgment. Yeah. So yeah, it's a tough call here. Judge's Intervention. But you need 3 stacks of burning. And this drops burning stacks. All right, so we're gonna leave it here at the precision increase in the strike damage increase while you have resolution. Gain 0 swing when critically hit an enemy. That seems good. Or a proc to mobilize. Ooh. I mean, even though I'm not using a torch, the 4 stacks of burning from critical hits is... I'm gonna go with that. Burning you inflict increased damage, yay. Signets, I'm not using them. Resolution. Do I have a lot of things that proc resolution? Not really. Yeah, it looks like I only have the one thing that procs resolution. So instead, I'm going to Virtue, one skill has a increased passive. Okay. So virtues, let's see. Getting resolution and Aegeus when disabled. Strike damage does increase while you have Aegeus. Might even scrap this whole thing. Let me see. Strike damage still increase after 10% damage increase. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Burns in an area. That might be it. I'm gonna go with this, and we have enough stun breakers in here. The roll, I think one of the attacks, something else breaks the stun. I'm sure. Virtue, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So let's see. Toughness is reduced, but you gain the same amount in power. Gain concentration, but any wounds you apply to allies is reduced duration. I think I'm going to go with that. We're going to go like full burnout. First objective. Willbender Flames. Willbender Flames. That's a heal. That's some sustainability. That's actually pretty interesting because then it frees you up from cripple. Let's see what else we got. Gain alacrity and regeneration when resolve effects trigger. And no longer heal. Resolve has a modifier. That's this one, isn't it? It's courage. Resolve. That's rough. Lethal temple has increased damage, but has reduced duration. Killing foe extends duration of courage up to the maximum duration. I'm not going to play with the Deathless Courage thing because that requires a lot of timing. So I'm going to just stick this with the middle. Okay, so skills. Let's see. We got the spin kick. Yeah, Chun-Li. We've got this dodge back, leap forward. And we've got a shadow step to your target and do 3 strikes. That seems like it's a good plan. Knock down, knock back. That's good. The crappiest heal in the game, probably. I'm just going to leave it. All right, so our offhand. If you hit, you get a dual strike afterwards. So it's strike and then dual strike. Okay, that's cool. Dash towards your foe, and then shadow step to deliver debilitating attack. That first slows, then immobilizes your enemies. That's good. And these are just the regular attacks. All right. Let's go to Or. And play with this guy. See how he does on the attacks. Go. Nobody watching. Okay. See if any other updates. No other updates here. Let's take a look. See, blah blah blah. Nothing impressive going on over there. So let's just run out and take a look. See what we can do. Well, damage numbers are really nice. Well, one-on-one is painful for enemies. Let's see what we got here. How many guys can we gather around? Come gather around, folks. That's pretty nasty. I mean, it's really low armor. I'm gonna say this. Why would I do that?
Everyone, come!
Well, let's go after the giant. Why not? That is a big telegraph on that. Well, it looks like it works. I mean, it's definitely a crowd pleaser. Pretty low skill, high damage guy. Yeah, that Russian justice just plows right through him. I'm literally getting like one strike after getting 20%. I mean, I can't really complain. I don't know how it's going to work out World vs. World or PvP because I'm not doing those. But yeah, Homeboy plows through, even with the armor reduction from reduced toughness. He's plowing through things, getting hit, and it doesn't seem to matter. I'm going to say this is definitely a decent dude to roam around with. I mean, PvE is the easy mode of the game. But, you know, yeah. So, before I go and check in, let's bring the Harbinger up. And now I had Homegirl here in Malicor's Leap, so that's just going to show like that.
Yeah, I couldn't. That's why I had C-sections.
You look like you could handle some drinks.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I can handle some drakes. Let's see. Anyone say anything else? No, no one said anything else. And of course, no one's paying attention because, well, why would you guys? Here we go. We're going back in, and might as well go right back to the same area.
Pa, here.
Actually, you know what? Let's go over here and beat up some stuff on the side. So before we start doing that, let's take a look at what we have. This is the build I already decided to go with. Increased strike damage for each stack of Blight. Blight is the new thing here. Pistol skills reduce green charge, of course, because I want to shoot more. And powers increased while in Harbinger Shroud. And cripples so that people can't get away. I went with Soul Reaping for entering Shroud, gives me swiftness and removes impairment conditions, higher vitality, and Shroud inflicts burning because, this is a very Condi heavy build. Chills inflict vulnerability. Proc a chill when I hit people under 50% and increase strike damage if they're under 50%. So I'm also dealing more damage. So it's really damage heavy build. Again, same thing. Marauder. Oh, this is carrion. Everything's carrion for her. Pistol, dagger, and quarterstaff. And we gave her the cowboy outfit. Now these things are really weird. They drop a bunch of blight on you, and they give you a bunch of stuff. Like here's a stun breaker, resolution, which means reduced condition damage. All of your every boon in the game. Heal with vigor. And what Blight does is it reduces your health. The cool thing about this is you can actually heal this Necro when they're in Shroud. So you also get Blight per tick. It's a percentage reduction in health and an increase in damage by 1%. So it's basically we are going to fight against the clock to kill. So let's fight against the clock to kill, shall we? They're just regular things, seem to go down pretty easily. Let's do a twofer. Hey, see, I'm down by 14,000 life by going into Blight. I got 19 stacks, and it goes down pretty quickly, so. But I can also really charge up that Blight, too. But it becomes a really challenge to keep your health going. I'm not about to go against the ISI tank. I do like the rapid shot. The rapid shot's nice. It's very reminiscent of Thief's rapid shot. As you can tell, the Blight, while it's running out, it doesn't affect your mount health. So if you are mounted up, your mount health is your mount health is your mount health. So at least there's that, you know. And let's run over to Curse Shore and see if we can't get like a group of like 5 or 6 dudes at once. Won't happen here, but you know. I mean, there's enough damage coefficient here that I don't even really have to do anything but easy mode, one smash, and walk backwards. Throw out a 2. And as you can see, it's pouring conditions into things. I'm just building up my my life force there for as you see the numbers flying off of these guys from the condition damage. It's
Time to do some real damage.
now far as getting multiple guys, I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Time to do some real damage.
If I can't get these guys all together. Well, it looks like I can't get them all together, but oh, good. There's guys inside. Sweet.
Save a piece for the Swan here to let them know they're next.
I feel good.
Piercing on the shot, that's good too. Well, look at those numbers flying off. Condition damage is pretty off the fucking chain with this bad boy, or this bad girl. Just look at those stacks building up. 233 per tick and ticking like 8-9 times a second. It's pretty badass. All right. So let's see. All right. We've been at this for about 50 minutes. One other thing I wanted to test out. Oh, yeah. Swiftness, quickness. I want to cripple. All right, so we're going to bring up a couple of little dudes over here. Let's see how this works out.
Time to do some real damage.
Yeah, it looks like, well, the little homeboys, they gel well.
Time to do some real damage. I could do this all day.
But, you know, we're talking about like a super high damage Condi build, so
Time to do some real damage.
yeah, ticking up to like 140. I really want to see. Let's see if we can make this happen. We're going to stay in Harbinger as long as possible and keep attacking things and see how well the Blood Fiend heals me up while I'm losing life like crazy. Well, it's really hard for me to keep up these stacks. Right?
I could outrun a sitcom. I am. You'll have to get my car. I could outrun a sitcom.
So range necro works really well with this whole idea of
It's running low.
with the ranged shroud as well. It's really nice.
I could outrun a sitcom.
Building up that corruption to really see if I can, screw myself over is difficult at best. Oh, now we're done with the fucking fire coming from the sky. Yay. Yeah, it looks like having the Blood Fiend is really a lifesaver as far as this is concerned. If you do away with the Alchemist thing, you can keep up your healing.
Dragon stick.
So far, I can keep up my healing. So there's that. I'm going to run off now. So let's just close this up. And see if anyone had anything to say other than Tim saying that he should troll me, but he never did. So there's that. One of the downsides of this is that while we're doing the betas, we can't really communicate very well with our guildmates and what have you, because all of those chat options are shut off. You can't go to your guild. You can't go to the trade forum, what have you, on the or the trade, the auction house for you WoW players while you're on a beta character. I mean, I can go on one of my regular tunes and go and do all that stuff, but I can't do it on the beta characters, specifically to make it so that when people are playing with those characters, they're actually testing them instead of just standing around going, "Oh, look, I can do a spin kick." And I understand that absolutely. So yeah, I'm impressed with the amount of damage output that these characters are putting out. These characters are doing. They are on par, as far as I see it. They are on par with survivability in a endgame format for PvE. I don't know how they work in PvP or World versus World because I haven't really touched those game forms in over a year because of the whole me not being able to dedicate the amount of time that I really want for competitive play. Like if I'm going to competitive play, I want to actually compete, and I can't do that at this point because I just can't dedicate the time. So I hope this was informative or this is helpful for any of you casuals out there that do like open world roaming and just run around and want to loot shit and play your stories and be able to just go in, spend like a half an hour doing like a story mission or running around and doing a couple of events and then getting out because you just don't have the time. These new elite specs are pretty fire. They are very glassy from how I feel. So I feel like you could get overwhelmed if you don't have your healing or your defense in check. Like as we saw with the Mesmer went down a couple of times. But the amount of damage output that the Mesmer has is ridiculous by comparison. I was easily handling 3, 4, 5 guys. It was a champion mob that I was fighting with one other person that got me down twice. The Willbender, the Guardian, did not go down whatsoever. I like the also back on the Mesmer. I do like the blade mechanic. I like the fact that it's not a waste if you generate an illusion at the end of a fight. One of the things that really bothered me about Mesmer was, okay, well, I have to spend all of this time building up, but if I'm dealing with a bunch of trash mobs, especially in an open world PvE scenario where you can fire through trash mobs, you're building up all of these clones that you never really get a chance to shatter because of the fact that the combat ends and the combat doesn't end, but the targeted opponent ends, and therefore all of the clones that are attached to that shatter. And you don't really get to use your shatter effects. You don't really get to build up to a decent thing unless you're fighting like a boss or you're fighting in a world boss scenario. So I like the fact that you can take your daggers with you all over the map. Because then it gives you access to those shatter skills. I use the shatter skills more today than I have in the last 14, 15 times playing my Mesmer. I'll be completely honest. Because they're available. They're always available because I always have those daggers available. I can start a fight with a full complement of daggers, so I'll be able to use those F skills, the blade song skills, or the blade skills, whatever they call them, the shatter skills. I'll be able to use them right at the onset of a fight. So if I am going against something that cleaves right away, I can just jump right into doing that block blade spinny fucking thing, the top level shatter skill, and that's definitely nice. That's a nice change of pace for the Mesmer. Playing with the Necro, what do they call it? Playing with the Necro build, the new Necro build. It's fun. It's interesting. I do think having the minion heal is still going to be your best option. Is going to be your meta heal. I do have a problem keeping up the amount of corruption to really see if the minion is enough to really outpace PvE damage. So far it is. Even at 20 stacks of corruption, which is a reduction of 40%, 20%, whatever it is. I'm at half of my total life pool. The minion still manages to keep up healing me, so I think it works. I think it's an interesting take for sustainability of a glass cannon. I do like to run minions in open world PvE because it's useful there. I don't know about world versus world because you can't really control them, and I know for PvP, unless the meta has changed, that's very frowned upon. Minion Master is just not a good look anymore. There's that. As far as the Willbender, the Guardian build, it's strong. It's very strong. I didn't even feel the toughness reduction for the armor. I barely got below 50% health, and I was charging into 3, 4, 5 dudes. Went after the giant, the veteran giant all by myself, all that type of stuff. And when I started using the virtues, I was burning through things like crazy. So they are definitely delivering on the damage part of the glass cannon, and the damage definitely outpaces the input damage that you're going to be getting from your enemies, which makes it a viable glass cannon. Because there's nothing that makes less sense to me than someone going, "Oh well, it's a glass cannon, so you know you're going to die." And that shouldn't be the case. It should always be the case that if you are good enough, if you've got your dodge game on, and you can avoid being hit and you can mitigate the damage coming to you, at least to a nominal degree, mitigate damage, then you should be able to survive encounters because you're seeking to outburn your opponent. So yeah, my take. If anyone from ANET ever sees this, I like what they did from a PvE perspective. It's a nice to have an actual glass cannon that has a survivability that doesn't rely on stealth or some insane dodge mechanic attached to a staff to be useful. I mean, or super long range. I like the long range shroud as well. I think that's a nice touch, especially with the amount it encourages you to be close, but it gives you the option to be far away, which is I think important for a lot of players, especially newer players. They're like, okay, well, I have light armor, I need to stay away, and it doesn't take them out of the game. It also gives them an opportunity that if they have to go into shroud for whatever reason, they will be able to hit, and that's also another thing. Like especially when it comes to like boss fights and getting credit for events, a lot of times melee gets left in the dust, and having long range or having leaps, which seems to be the case with these three, is either closing the gap fast or being able to hit from super far away, and those are really important for how the game has evolved as far as getting credit for events and getting your hits in for credit for the events. All right. That's it. That's all I got to say. Thanks, everybody, for watching, which would be Tim for probably about 5 minutes. Bye.